We had the very bad experience with that. We were stuck in the traffic. They still charge us per hour.
And you think you're going to enjoy with that. I think after you go back home, you will be sleeping for 1 week.
Right? The newer generation travelers, they think, oh, this is very beautiful. I see this in TikTok. We have to go there. I know it's 2 hours, but everyone posts about this.
First timers or not, Labbaik is still for you.
Sometimes as a traveler or the joiner in the group, they are thinking they will have many things as they wish in their mind. So when they go there through the itinerary, they want to go to many places.
Sige, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Like the misconception of the travelers about the itinerary.
Yeah, I do have an experience with this one because I make a lot of itineraries for myself. So usually for first timers, when you do your itinerary, you overestimate things that you could go to. You think, okay, this one I'll put 1 hour for days, 30 minutes for the travel, 5 minutes rest, 1 hour for another place. But when you go to that place, you cannot do it within those time, right? You try to cram everything. You try to put 5 places in one day, and at the end of the day, you only visited 3, and you were tired more than you're happy.
True. And you know what? Some people would say like, we're going on a honeymoon. Say, for example, going to Japan. Everybody's now going to Japan, right? And then we're going on a honeymoon. But in the long run, your trip was never a honeymoon. It was like you're on a race for all of your itinerary.
Yeah. So, another thing about Japan's so amazing, right?
Sure.
The trains and everything, it's so connected. But the thing is, we overestimate the DIYers. Yeah. We overestimate that the purchasing of tickets, buying fast from some applications, Club or something like this, KD, buying tickets from applications online, and you think, oh, this is cheap because this is day pass. So we buy it, but you don't know that you have to get it somewhere. So in this one, you don't take into consideration, you have to find where to get it. So we tried this once when it's our first time together with my wife doing DIY. We went to Osaka. We bought the day pass, and this day pass you have to get it from an office down there in the station, in Namba station. When we went there, it's a maze. It's a maze. When you go there, it says go left, and there's 3 lefts actually. One 90 angle, another one is 30, another is 60, and they're straight. So the guard tells you go to the left. And when you see left, which left is this? There's 3 lefts. You look at the map because you see Google Maps is very, very used in
Specific.
Japan. When you use it, you cannot find it because it's down there, right?
Yes.
The station is a maze down there. So if you go down there and you don't know where you're going, then good luck. It took us an hour just to find the office.
Okay, actually, this will take for long time with when you are going there with itinerary. As you said, expecting many places, but up to the end, you will be maybe end with the half. So actually, your plan is already failed, and you need to move to another place or another city. So you miss up with the first city. So inshallah, in the future, you can come back again and you visit the remain. This is how it will go when you are putting your itinerary. You didn't calculate it as it should be.
That's the reason why we're always going ocular visits. Honestly, even our mom, she was always questioning me before, why you have to go to this country? Why you have to go to this country? And I always tell her, I want to go there so I would understand exactly what's on the ground. And with this, of course, as we have a partner, but I don't 100% rely on them. I always seek for my own, own concepts on how we can improve or what we can add. That's what people thought, that we're just going there and you're very luxurious, you're doing all of this, but actually no, we're doing ocular visits, and that's what it is. So you wouldn't need to do that. We will be the one to do it. And that's how we help the people, right?
Yes.
Since we're already in the topic of Japaner, I think some of the things that we do overestimate, for the travelers. We do overestimate how easy the transportation is. Oh, you think, oh, everything is connected.
No, it's not.
You can find this, you can find that. Yes, but then when you try there, you cannot book online. You only have to book the day itself. There are things like this. You cannot book it ahead of time, right? You think it's easy to find. You think everything would be just, just go down from this and ride another one. It's not. It's a maze. So I think everyone overestimates this. That yeah, it's true. It's connected, but you have to properly navigate through the maze and find it.
Uh, Also, another point with Japan, even in the traffic, if you have a taxi, you're going to charge you. Even you stay there
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours.
We had a very bad experience with that. We had a driver and it was just for a certain time. And then we were stuck in the traffic. They still charge us per hour, even because it was just because of the traffic, not because of us.
Another thing, right? Since we're on this topic already, I think we also overestimate how our bodies can keep up with the itinerary that we make,
Especially the walk, yeah.
especially the walking. Japan, oh my gosh, you have to walk 20,000 steps per day.
They say it's very walkable.
Yes.
Yes, if you are walking 10 to 20,000 steps every day,
Yeah, that's true.
it is a walkable place.
So it is connected, right? But you have to walk like 20 minutes going to this stop and then wait in the bus for like another an hour and then go down and take another walk, right? So this is things we don't see actually often. And I think this would be a lot better if there's a group, especially an intimate one. You just go from point to point. You don't need to walk maybe that far already, right?
Also, with our regular visit, we are visiting the places slowly. So we can appoint where we can go and where we should not go. Where is the places you can enjoy and where is the places if you go there you'll not have any benefit.
Yes.
I was talking with some of our clients, which is are try to travel with itinerary with so much people. They said we just was sitting outside, we do nothing because the itinerary, okay, it was so much and it was not all for us. So when it's not for us, we just go and sitting in one coffee shop or sitting in one and waiting for the group until they finish, then we can go back again. And when the itinerary is so much, they said, we get so tired. So what we decide, when we reach the hotel, we say we will not join you, we'll just sleep. And this is the time already, and here the itinerary already is gone because is not. You think that you can take all of these points. Imagine when in 10 days you're gonna visit around 6 or 7 countries, and you think you're gonna enjoy with that. I think after you go back home, you will be sleeping for 1 week from tiredness. If you are already follow with this itinerary. Otherwise, you do like our guests. They just sleep in the hotel or they just go outside and sitting somewhere.
And I think another thing is because a lot of the newer generation travelers, right? The newer generation travelers, they think, oh, this is very beautiful. I see this in TikTok. I see this in
Yes.
this, in that, in social media. It's very beautiful. We have to go there. I know it's 2 hours, but everyone posts about this. When you go there, you wasted 2 hours of travel. You went there for a photo, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then nothing else to do,
Yes.
right? Just because
This is very familiar.
social media. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think this is very, 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 very overestimated by travelers. What you can see in social media is not everything.
Also the hotels, actually. Sometimes you would see like the hotel would really look nice. Even the rooms are really nice. They don't know you have to go through a very small path going there.
Yeah. And when you look at the photo, oh, it's so nice like this, but what they don't see is you don't have luggage to put on because
You cannot even open your luggage.
Japan, that's normal in Japan.
Yes.
The
Also in Hong Kong.
very small. You don't have luggages.
Also in Spain.
Also in Spain.
In Paris. Oh my God, in Paris all the time. I would say to the clients, you're going to Paris, you're staying in a 4-star hotel, but mind you, the hotels there are really tiny. Like it's just 15, 16 square meter, and that's already a 4-star.
Yeah, and that would be good for people who get their accommodation, right? But I've heard some people also try to book, hotel and like this, and when you go there, it was not confirmed by the hotel. You have to find another alternative.
Can you talk about the Umrah on misconception of the Umrah travels? Because for us, we never really went there for DIY, right? We're always going with like an agency, even before Labbaik came. And most of the people right now in this generation are trying to go there by themselves. What do you encounter usually as the one who is, in charge for our Umrah? Usually when they're already there, I know some cases like they just were booked for just few nights and their nights are not complete. A lot of misconceptions.
Actually, now with this new system, which it is flow in systematic way. Like you will be going for the Umrah now. The system of the Umrah is like you are going from in one way, which this way is not have any exit except the last exit. You cannot go right, you cannot go left. And if you try to pass this barricade in the right and the left, you will find things which it will not be helping you through your journey.
It will make you.
And now the fully responsibility is given to the company itself. Even if the Mu'tamir himself is something going on, the company is the one who will gonna charge for this. Our Muslim brothers and sisters, there is still in their mind, in the background of their mind, that is the system of the few years past still exists. But right of now, it does not exist anymore. The system totally 100% have been changed, which this don't accept it by some of our Muslim brothers and sisters. They are not accepted this, and they are still wanted to go to by the way of DIY.
Tell him the story about our experience with our client. They were going to Medina, they arrived there, and then the one that's in charge already on the Umrah system offered them transportation, something like this.
This last December, I have a group which is they are booking with us just only the visa, and they say they are booking their hotels, booking their transportation, booking everything. But actually, I already trusted them and I give this to them. But upon their arrival to Medina, you will find there is some ladies or some gentlemen there wearing a such uniform and ask you, where is your visa? And they scan your visa and ask, where is your transportation? When they scan your visa, the barcode there will say, okay, you have a car waiting you outside or you don't have a car. So the company here, okay, if they book a car, this will be appear in the system. If they don't book a car or bus, this will be appear in the system. For them, I was thinking they are preparing for themselves and they have transportation or somebody will gonna pick them up. But Nusuk said, you don't worry. If you don't have bus, we're gonna give you free bus. So this free bus actually is not a free bus. This is doubly charged. But the charge is coming to
us.
us.
This is one misconception.
Yes.
For Umrah.
The next day I find the bills coming to me, you have to pay this such amount of money, which is more or less about 17 to 18,000 pesos. Only to take from airport of Medina, going to the hotel.
This is because they changed their schedule.
This is because they don't have a transportation that's listed in their visa.
So they did not properly
Yes.
got everything right.
So here we have to pay a fine. But alhamdulillah, they was very good and they paid back. I asked this to them and they are
It's
paid.
a very big lesson.
Yes. Some others, they will say, it's not my problem. This is your problem. You need to pay it. And so for now, for the Umrah, for the flow, you have to go in the flow. There is DIY. You can do DIY if you have your tourist visa or you have family visa or visit visa. This is how you can do it freely right of now and you can do it DIY. For us as a company, for sure we are a company and we have the staff and we are preparing and we are working for our guests. And this is not any guest. This is the guest of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we are giving a service. As also anyone will work, you are already getting your salary. No one is working free. And this is our job.
One misconception of the people, agencies are just making it really high to mark up, which is actually not. An agency have the entire team, and we are supporting everyone. And this is the costing. We're barely earning much, honestly. A lot of people even earning more. I'm always telling him, why don't we just shift to another kind of business? But as you know, this kind of business, it's also like hitting two birds in one stone. You have the reward here and also hereafter. So that's what's more important to us is to help. But in the long run, the people would think, no, they're just really expensive. It's a very big misconception. They don't really know what's really happening inside. In the long run, they would spend more.
Yeah, for sure. There is also for the Umrah rate of now, recording every building you have to stay in Saudi for the Umrah in Medina and Mecca must be recorded. And like it's have a specification. It's not allowed to anyone like, oh, I am going to, I have Umrah visa and I will go to rent Airbnb, or I am going to the end of the city or to the end of Mecca that I can have a cheap accommodation. Okay, but in case this accommodation is not classified as nusuk, this is actually a very big problem.
One misconception again. They thought
Yes.
that they can just rent.
Are one of the things that they underestimate.
Yeah.
Also, when they think they are DIY and they are already get Umrah visa, actually they are no more DIY when you are getting Umrah visa. Why? Because everything, every action you are doing in Saudi, it is we are the one who are gonna charge for this. Like if that person or this if this mu'tamir go there and it's happen that is he have like sick and he go to the hospital, okay, immediately we will be have like alert from the ministry that you have somebody have been in the hospital and hospitalized and you have to look for and they take action for this, like you need to prepare their ticket, they are overstay, they are a lot of things. And also more than this, the insurance actually in Saudi is covering 100,000 riyal, which is equivalent about 1.6 million Philippine money. But in case this money, the 100,000 for the medication will be finished, here there will be start to charge you.
What is it about for the travel insurance? I know we are in a travel industry, but as you are a traveler most of the time by yourself, like do you get a travel insurance and were you able even to try to get that? Because people always come back to us about this insurance and actually there is a specific company for that. It's not really under us.
Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, when we were doing some travels on smaller countries, we don't really get the insurance. But then there's a realization that if something happens to you, something unfortunate happens, the cost would be sky high, right? So I've heard a friend of our mom. She said that her husband was hospitalized in Japan. And when they did this, they didn't have insurance. So in Japan, no one was willing to take them into the hospital because he slept in the bathroom and he hit his head. So he has to go to emergency services and something like this. No one was willing to get them because they didn't have insurance. So because of this story, I get the realization that I have to take insurance, especially for places that are very expensive, especially first world countries, right? So
Yeah, this happened also to us. Personal experience. I was feeling, I was unwell. We were in Spain.
Yes.
And then I was having a very bad nose bleeding. So I have to go to a clinic. And honestly, this clinic, I don't even know if this is something to be proud of. But of course, I don't have an insurance. Okay. As a traveler, I would say it's okay, nothing's gonna happen. I have all of my medicine. I can just take like whatever kind of medicine I have on my bag. But it was really bad. I had to go there. And just for the doctor to check on me, not even any kind of laboratories, it was 90 euros.
We never expect this.
Yes.
We underestimate the hidden cost that could be charged to you if something happens.
Yes.
This is for the insurance actually.
And I think as a whole, the travel, right? Going back to the travel itself as a whole, we do underestimate the budget that we have.
Yes.
Very underestimated. See how much is the cost there, like this, like that. Okay, I'm going to Japan. Okay, I have a budget 50,000 because I saw in YouTube they say you can stay there for 1 week, 30,000 only, something like this. And when you go there, oh my gosh,
The food itself is 30,000.
yeah, you have to eat. You cannot try the best, right? You cannot try the best food. You cannot try the best rides and everything. You have to settle for the least because you're budgeting yourself way too down.
You know what? We grow up traveling. When we were still young, our parents always tell us, let's go to the highest building or highest tower in this city. Let's go to where is the best, for example, restaurant, something like this. We always try to like experience what the city could offer because you don't think that I would just come back here. Probably you would go back. But getting the most out of that city on the first time you go there is different. Like if you're gonna go there just because you saw on social media that you could go there by 50,000, 30,000, you wouldn't enjoy. And next time you would think to go back there, it actually cost you more.
When we talk about the things that we've already done, right? For me, right now, I still do DIY. I still do groups also. It depends on the situation. So I think looking back at my experiences, there are things that you want to compromise, but there are also things that you will never have to compromise.
Actually, with the groups, they offer to you the experience and the best choice, what you have to visit and what you have to do, where you have to go, what you have to eat, because everything is advanced planned, and this plan is built on the experience itself. It's not coming from the Google map or coming by the like appointed. And the same time, also the with the traveling with the group, it have to be like in sequence, like stations, which you are not going to first station, then come to nearest station. This is have to be organized, well planned. This is the advantage of going with a arranged group with trusted company. This always will be the good advantage with that.
This is how the smart travelers do. I would say you have to plan smart, so you have to choose a trusted travel agency just like Limbeck.